Hey, it's Joe from supplementclarity.com. So prunes, I never thought got the attention they deserve. So in this quick video, I'm going to show you several health secrets of prunes. And we'll start off by talking about what you probably already know. Most of us are aware that prunes can help people who are constipated. Here's a study that compared prunes to psyllium fiber, which is also popular for constipation. Researchers concluded that prunes not only work better than psyllium, but they also were considered first-line therapy as well. In other words, by first-line therapy, try prunes before other things. Next up is the nutrition in prunes. Look at some of the nutritional value in just 3.5 ounces, or 100 grams, if you prefer, of prunes. Again, 240 calories, not too bad. Vitamin A, 781 international units, 2 grams of protein, 6 grams of fiber. That's actually really good. If you live in America watching this video, odds are you are not getting enough fiber in your diet, which is actually playing a role in a lot of health problems. Vitamin C, vitamin K, 60 micrograms, choline, which a lot of people may take a supplement of choline, boron, which can actually help your bones, calcium helps bones, magnesium. Look at potassium, 732 milligrams of potassium in just 3.5 ounces of prunes. Potassium is so important that most Americans are not getting it. And if you go into your kitchen right now, potassium is now listed on the nutrition facts labeling in America. Why? Most Americans don't get enough potassium. Omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids in prunes? Yeah. Sorbitol is actually a sugar alcohol, and it plays a role in some of the constipation alleviation issues that prunes can help. But also sorbitol is a type of sugar. We don't metabolize it as quickly as other sugars, and so prunes won't raise blood sugar as fast as other sugars. And then lastly, these things I've left for the best for last, perhaps, phenolic compounds, 184 milligrams. Phenolic compounds are basically a broad category of plant nutrients. A lot of the effects I'm about to tell you probably are related to these phenolic compounds in prunes. Moving right along, what about blood pressure? Can prunes help regulate blood pressure? Well, perhaps. Here we have a study of 259 people with blood pressure problems. This study appeared to show that both prunes and prune juice reduced blood pressure. So my guess is this may have been related to the high potassium content of prunes, but more study would be necessary to figure that out. But I would also point out this study is not perfect because it also showed that those people who just drank water actually had an increase in HDL cholesterol, good cholesterol. So how in the world did water raise HDL levels? Well, hard to say. The study did last 2 months, and that actually made me wonder if the people lost weight in that 2 months, because weight loss would result in probably a raising of HDL levels, but unfortunately the researchers didn't mention if people lost weight. But overall, this study found health benefits of prunes, and that's good news. Moving on to the next item, we have that prunes also appear to help lower cholesterol levels as well. So here we have an investigation of 41 guys. They have high cholesterol. They're told to eat 12 prunes a day, that's 3.5 ounces, for 8 weeks. Compared to those people who just drank grape juice, prunes led to a significant reduction in LDL bad cholesterol levels as well as bile levels too. So that's good news if you got high cholesterol levels. Moving right along, what about bone loss? Go figure. How about this one? Can prunes help bone loss and maybe osteoporosis? Well, perhaps. So what I'm showing you here is an animal study that appeared to show that prunes protected animals from bone loss caused by radiation. Yeah, I get it. It's an animal study, but there's not a lot of research out there on prunes and building bone. And also, if you are a radiologist or maybe an X-ray technician, adding prunes to your diet may actually be a good thing. But this is not the only study out there on this topic. Then we have this investigation, which researchers looked at 24 previous investigations of prunes where it was suggested that prunes might enhance bone formation and reduce bone breakdown. In theory, this actually might improve bone density. So again, if you have brittle bones, in addition to the other things you might be doing, adding a little bit of prunes to your diet may actually be a good thing. What about inflammation? Well, maybe. So here we have a study titled Daily Apple versus Dried Prunes, plums or prunes, Impact on Cardiovascular Disease Risk Factors in Older Women. So this is a 1-year-long study. In this study, 160 postmenopausal women were given either prunes or apples. The results show that prunes were better than apples at reducing CRP levels. That's C-reactive protein. C-reactive protein is a marker of cellular inflammation, and too much CRP, too much inflammation, is linked to various diseases. In addition to that, researchers also noted that prunes reduced total cholesterol levels by 3.5% and bad cholesterol levels by 8%. Now, it's interesting the researchers pointed out that these results were not statistically significant. However, I would call an 8% reduction in bad cholesterol real life significant. Oh, and if you like apples, even better news, apples were even better at lowering LDL bad cholesterol levels. And then lastly, how about this one? Can prunes curb appetite? Well, maybe. In this study, prunes were shown to reduce blood sugar levels and insulin levels better than a low-fat cookie. That's good. And the prunes also raised ghrelin levels. Ghrelin's a hormone made in your stomach, and it actually can help suppress appetite. As expected, prunes also improve satiety better than cookies as well, which again makes sense. If ghrelin levels were to go up, satiety levels might also improve as well. So there you have it. Have I convinced you to add a few prunes to your diet? Hopefully I have. If you like prunes, or maybe you have any questions, leave them below, and I'll be really interested to hear what you all got to say. Until next time, I'm Joe from supplementclarity.com. Take care.